Welcome back to Let's Play Steins Blind. And we were staring down Alpaca Man. And Alpaca Man 2. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago. But personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday. 500 yen used, headset included. Why? I turned to Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, Haka. I'm no Chunibu patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. Oh, of course. Yes. Offline meets are simply meeting up offline. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nicknamed Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives who he cheats on with 3D maids. Okay. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him anything's fine as long as it's moe. Okay. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that his software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Oh no. Oh no. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless to our mad scientist needs. She's not useless. That's mean. Still, there was no way I could ever kick her out. At first, after all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to this land. It was spring. She said to me, as friends tend to say to each other. I mean, come on, who in the relationship is the hostage and who is the hostage taker? After all, well, that certainly was cryptic, yes, but her offer was my salvation! For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. She's the team mascot and the moral support. There you go. Nothing. God, get it off the screen. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. An antisocial alpaca. Yes, I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do, the TV makes it sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. Nice job. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. Now, whenever you go to sleep, Rintaro, Alpaca Man is going to be staring down at you from above, just staring blankly with those blank, dead, traumatized eyes. Those horrible eyes. The deep, empty blackness of Alpaca Man. staring at you while you sleep. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. Oh. As I left Radio Kaikan, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, those in the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt and the waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until... Ah, what's wrong? Mayuri's voice brings me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Jeez. Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. I stopped shaking her and looked straight in her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes as clear as marbles. Her reply didn't make any sense. Oh. How could she laugh at a time like this? It was really like this the whole time? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone brightly through the gaps in between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radio Kaikan, where I had been just a moment before. It's still fucked up. Still fucked up. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building, where not before 5 minutes. Where not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark and narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, that satellite. Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I'm seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but whatever What other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Yeah, that was a surprise. That's a hell of a kaplow. Huge kaplow. It certainly did make a kaplow. Okay, maybe it wasn't a kaplow. I'd say it was more like zzz. Exactly the type of conversations we need to be having. Kaplow or zzz. Well, I'd say so. That's the only logical explanation. What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Hey, you two. Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. Off limits, that would explain it. Off limits, just obviously the fucking TV building got really fucked up by that satellite, so they're evacuating everyone. Officer A. Oh boy, you don't want him to commit you. Fair enough. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could, he told us to fuck off, which is entirely fair. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, "No one got stabbed at Radio Kaikan." That's oddly specific. What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. Farewell. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX like usual. Actually, there were 4 more people than usual. That place was packed. What is UPX? A major office building. A fake office building. I need to sip a drink. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radio Kaikan. All the major stations in Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. I'm guessing a fake TV station. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Ironically enough, more reporters than were actually at the press conference. To TV airs more anime than other commercial television networks. Otaku favorite. If To TV cuts to a special bulletin, the apocalypse is nigh. Nobody's mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba's streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery? This is the mystery I'm fated to solve! From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn around and stare. god. Yes. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential. Dr. P. It's probably one of those Dr. Pepper knockoffs. Dr. Pepper. You could read that sentence in very, very inappropriate ways, Mayuri. Ocarine really loves his Dr. P. Ocarine's got a good prescription for Dr. P. I'm going to prescribe you some Dr. P. It sounds like something they'd say on Whose Line Is It Anyway for worst pickup lines when you go for a checkup. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off-limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. Is that a giant grenade in the corner? All the weathers here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim. That's a giant... Interesting. And hot, almost like a sauna. Very interesting. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there is no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. We gotta get out there on Patreon, man, and Indiegogo. Kickstart this shit. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. Let's do science! I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be. Good plan. What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. That plan, the microwave oven. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models. The plan is in the plan. Gadget number 8. We have how many plans now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. Interesting metaphor. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. Years. Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool, cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again. I'm trying to be cool here, Daru, and you're ruining my game. What is gadget number 8? It's a microwave. Obviously, but so far, Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, naturally, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Okay, I have to read about that one. A lie detector, based on thumb perspiration. Though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector. It's a plivy... Okay. Its name is a reference to the classic manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventure. And the protagonist, Jutaro, Ju-Star. Yeah. Let's read about the other shit. Bit particle gun. Tory ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. A toy ray gun that changes the channel. Up. That's it. Bamboo toy helicopter. The image is rotating at high speeds. That's the best kind of drone. The drone with the oscillating camera. Oh my god. That is amazing. Gadget number 4. Mode snake. Instant super humidifier. Quickly boil a large volume of water. It looks like a Claymore landmine, which appeals to military otaku. Stealth action game Metal Moa Solid. Rising. Moed snake. Oh my god. Once... What the... I can't even read that. Once again, I made something worthless by Goemon. Created by combining a dryer and a vacuum. The dryer is operated using the exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is a reference to the... That's interesting. The Sayalume saber, I'm saying that wrong. I guarantee you. A red chemical glow stick with a handle attached, allowing one to grip it like a sword. Red chemical glow stick with a hand. Made possible not just with future gadget laboratory hardware, also with chemical knowledge inspired by Spark Wars. Diphenyl oxalate saber. I bet it's literally just a fucking glow stick in a metal hilt. Ghost in the ball. Oh god. I nearly hit endgame there. 12 6-inch CRT monitors in a sphere. That seems horrible. Small CMOS cameras are installed in the gaps between the monitors. Each connected to the monitor on the opposite side of the sphere. The attempt at practical optical camouflage is the greatest masterpiece among the... What the fuck? Goddamn. Okay. The product of a mad scientist genius, the vacuum and dryer combo. Future gadget number 8, the phone wave. Name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When the future gadget is completed, the three of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Yeah, Daru thinks my naming style too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. It seems I've made another useless object by Goemon. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The phone wave, name subject to change, is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. Because why would we not need this? You put food in the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. Yeah. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, had a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri, made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she'd put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I had been searching for the cause. As weird as you would expect microwaving a banana to turn out, that is certainly a weird outcome. And it really means that I'm really weird. I keep forgetting to pick up these non-voice lines. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Bring forth the bananas! Gel bananas? Gel bananas? What is a gel banana? I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, name subject to change. Maximum chance for maximizing effect. That our phone wave, name subject to change, could win. So why are we doing all of them now? But I've already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. So, fair enough. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. A very technical invention. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? Check my pants and coat pocket. Now, where did I put my phone? Check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? Oh. Move your cursor to the right or press P to bring up your cell phone and change the phone wave and call the phone wave, name subject to change. Well, we're going to save. Oh, this is still in here. Okay, sent mailbox. Memories of the self. Connect to network. Change all settings. Beginning of fight. Wow, this is really... That's easygoing. This is pretty chill. Oh no. I can dig it. Reunion. That's kitty chill. Whoa. Gate of Steiner. Whoa. Is that one of the opening themes? I can dig it. Which would be more appropriate for a mad scientist? This or this? I guess we'll go with beginning of the fight for now. Village's mail. I'm going to set that to easygoingness. Because why not? Preview. I'm having too much fun playing with my phone settings and unlocking achievements. Yes, okay. Okay, address book. Whoa, we did see phone wave in here. Oh no. Oh shit! That actually brings up the future gadget homepage. Oh my god. That is fucking cool. I don't know if you can see this because it's just capturing the game, but hot damn. That is awesome. Okay, let's call the phone wave. I'm connected. Hello, this is the phone wave. Name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. Yep. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the star button, please enter the heating time in seconds. Okay. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 star. We're literally going to enter. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. It's spinning backwards. I never noticed that. Hun's rule. governing the placement of atoms. Electrons, orbits of the same energy, are each filled with one electron at the same spin, before any are filled with a second. Maximum multiple, okay. Yeah, no. Not Hun's rule? No. Okay, just a thought. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Gill bananas are ready. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. That's kind of fucked up. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, named subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. That's why they're called gel bananas. Yeah, that's precisely what we need to do right now. Agreed. Daru, my boy, don't touch them. He's smart. This is logically the next step in figuring out why our microwave is doing this. Is to eat the gelatinous, weird shit that the microwave just spat out at us. She already tried what? One what? Soft and squishy banana. Daru? Daru? Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Serves him right. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyways, back to business. The intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. I did science! A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? What you say? Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. Oh. That's the dramatic science thing to do. Just write words on the board, and then cross them out! And slam them for dramatic effect. To get your point across, even when you have no point to make. Other than I want to make a point. Damn it. In theory, yes. Think, Rintaro. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I head to Daibiru. It's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. That it does. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking toward the main street, which is still cordoned off. We got a mail. Can we... You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Jiro Froggy. Oars. Oh, okay. Interesting. I feel like that did something. Alright, we checked our mail. It's huge, man. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. Finally someone says it. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Frankly, it is kinda. Chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator, I bump into someone. Quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. Oh, it's a girl, and I recognize her.